I'm Jana, and today we're going to be doing a video I've seen all over my feed, which includes drawing people on Discord, and at first you draw them terribly and then you surprise them with really good art. I'm going to be doing it in a server called Suyu's Art Cafe. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but we're going to be doing it in the free offer section. And so I'm just going to figure out a message that makes it seem like I'm a beginner. So, hello, I am a beginner artist and I am looking to improve my art skills. Looking to draw your cute OCs. And then I'm gonna mark my slots as 3 as I don't want to burn myself out. And then I need to mark the status of it as open. Alright, and now we just wait to see if we get any replies.
A few moments later.
I ended up choosing this person. I've gotten over 5 requests so far, and this was the first one I chose. And I chose this person because I really like one of their OCs in particular. All of them are super cute, but the one in the green dress that y'all will see later really stuck out to me because I just thought their OCs were so cute. But let's get into the drawing. I wanted to make this drawing different from drawings I've done before, as I just do very basic front-facing body sketches, and so with these drawings in this video, I wanted to take myself out of my comfort zone a little bit, and so I decided to give her a more dynamic pose, at least in my opinion, and I decided to draw her with her sword, which I'm going to put up the 2 references I have right now for her OC, and I decided to draw her with more dramatic lighting, or at least making her fit a background, and I was determined to draw at least one background for each of these characters just so I can improve on that a little bit. But I really enjoyed drawing this character. Her dress was super fun, it was super flowy. I enjoyed drawing her hair a lot, and I really loved how her hair turned out. It was super like flowy in the way. Like, I just loved the way the shadows looked. I did have to look at a few references though to really understand how to draw this texture of hair. So it kind of took me out of my comfort zone a little bit, but in a very good way, and I am very happy that I drew this character. My favorite part about drawing this character unironically was her hoop earrings though. I just feel like they were so fun to draw and they were a very pretty color. If I were to do this drawing differently, I would have definitely looked at more references for the sword and how her sword and the hand interacted, because my plan was to make it look like, because she does look like an older woman, and so I was going to use her sword as a cane, but looking back at it now, it kind of doesn't make any sense on how she's balancing on the sword. And so if I were to do anything differently, I would definitely look back at some references on canes and how canes are held and the sword itself. But before we consider this art, we have to make the bad version first. This is just a very quick and rough sketch, so here it is. I actually found this sketch to be quite cute, so I'm wondering what she's going to say about it. Now that we finished both of the drawings, it's time to send it to her, so I'm just going to write her a quick message. Hi, I hope you like it. I had so much fun drawing her. She was a very cute OC. So now it's gonna upload our bad one first, and we're just gonna send it in. And now we're just going to wait for a reply.
6.5 hours later.
Okay, so she responded back, and whenever I was doing the reveal, I definitely did it way too early because she just sent these two texts, and I missed the fact that she was typing. And so in the next one, I'm gonna make sure to, wait a little bit so I just don't spoil it so fast. But here I type in the JK, here's the real art, and she's responding currently to the old art still. But I was so nervous revealing this because I just thought that she was not gonna like either one of them. But she was being super, super nice, and I was just very happy. And yeah. And then here she responded to this with this really funny gif. And I was like, hee hee, yeah. I like going like, hee hee, yeah. That's what I mean when I go hee hee, it's hee hee. And so yeah, I go back to showing y'all the art or whatever. Surprise! I can't spell surprise. Overall, she was just very nice. And yeah. But now it's time to move on to our next victim. Okay, so this is the second person I chose. So I'm saying, hi, I would love to draw her. She's so cute because she's a very cute character. I love the colors and her outfit. And so I was excited to draw this one. And now I'm just gonna quickly look for the third person so they're just not waiting and like confused about whether or not they got picked or not. So they get like bored and then retract or whatever. And I really liked this one. It was a parrot character, and I just thought it was really cool. I love the colors and the overall concept of it, and I wanted to draw them kind of like androgynous. I don't know if that's how you say it, but where they're kind of like both yet neither gender. So that was my plan looking at them, and that's why I chose them, because I already had a full fleshed out plan just looking at them. So I just typed them a simple message saying, hi, your OC seems so cool. And then I asked them if it was okay if I just drew them like in their human form and not in their mixed form where they were more animal-like, just because I felt like that would have been too difficult as of now. So I was just asking if that was okay. And then we're just going to start with the blue bunny character. So let's get started. I'm actually going to switch it up and start with the bad one first. And in my opinion, I actually don't think it's that bad. I find this one quite cute actually. But moving on to the good one, I wanted to go for a sitting pose because I feel like that one is just harder to capture because some of the limbs are covered up, and like you have to like bend the spine a certain way, the arms need to be placed that way. And so again, I wanted to push myself out of my comfort zone. Even if it wasn't my best work, I just kind of wanted to try it and to make it the best that I can. Looking at this now, I would probably change the arm on their right side, so the back arm there, due to it just being too far out, I think. So I would look at another reference or just kind of like liquefy it a little bit just to change it. That, and I feel like I need to make the hips a little bit wider. But I really enjoyed coloring this piece, especially the hair, because I just started learning how to actually render hair in like my style instead of just like putting blobs there. And so I was having a fun time like rendering the hair. Moving on, I just really enjoy drawing like humanoid characters. So if a character has like animal ears and an animal tail, I just like automatically love it so much, which is why I think I like this bunny character so much because she was just so cute. And I love whenever characters have like unique hairstyles, such as like the little spike she has at the side of her hair. The hair was so fun to render, and it reminded me that like I need to be more messy when it comes to my rendering because I tend to want to make all of my lines perfect and straight and together and look like they were meant to be placed there. But then I realized that the exact same effect comes across whenever I place lines where I want to, just like I wouldn't say messily, but free-handedly, and it looks the exact same. Like, it looks like I meant to place all those lines there, even when a lot of those lines were meant to be a little bit more to the left or a little bit further down or whatever. But it just taught me to be more expressive of my art. Like, yes, even if I personally see something wrong with it, what are the chances that another person is going to see what's also wrong with it? But now we're just doing the background because I said I was going to try to do a background for each of the characters. But this background was very simple. I just used like a basic grass brush and I called it a day, but I just thought it was very cute. Oh, here's the lighting I did. Just an add layer and a multiply layer, and then some tone correction. Added some trees on top of her, a shadow, and a little bit more texture of grass, and then I am done. Now that we are done with this part, it's time to send it to the person and to get their reaction, so let's go. Now that I am on Discord, it's time to surprise them with the art. So we're gonna start it off by just messaging them in a polite way, saying basically, hey, I finished drawing your character. She was so cute and fun to draw. I had a very fun time drawing this character, and so now it's time to send them the bad art and to surprise them. So let's just see what they say. But I actually think this drawing is quite cute and not as bad as I thought it was, but hopefully they like this one. I am also going to let the other person know that I am starting on their OC, just so they have a timestamp around when I'm going to finish. But I just wanted to let them know that I'm going to start on their OC so they can be anticipating the art. Moving on to the art, this one was one of the hardest ones in terms of poses because I just couldn't seem to get the perspective of the legs correct, and I was just taking forever to draw that. The proportions were off on the head, and I just drew the head way too big at first. The arm that was bending up towards the face was a little bit difficult to me as it just looked wrong. This hand that I'm struggling on right now was hard. Overall, this drawing was the definition of being out of my comfort zone. I even drew a parrot. I don't really draw like birds and animals that much, but I actually really didn't draw. Hello? I really did enjoy drawing this parrot. There we go. But the character was indeed fun to draw. I love the color choices that the character had, especially like the red, green, and yellow in the hair. But overall, my favorite part of drawing it was actually the parrot itself, because I just rarely draw animals, and it was just fun because it was just something I haven't done in a long time, so it might be something I decide to do more often. But one of my favorite parts of the character itself was definitely the eyes. I feel like the eyes are like the focal point of this piece because just the way I drew them was slightly different than the other two because I was just experimenting. I'm still trying to see what I like and dislike in my drawings. But I enjoy drawing the eyes this way, so I might start incorporating that into future art or just next art pieces and whatnot. The tail was kind of confusing to me because I didn't understand exactly where it was coming from, but I just kind of winged it and I hope that it was correct. So, yeah. Now, when I was rendering, the hair was so difficult because of the patterns. I forgot in my little pea-sized brain to draw the green part first and then render the green part and then add the yellow on top of it, but I wasn't thinking then, and so it ended up making the whole drawing process harder for me. So in future reference, if I were to have designs or cool designs in the hair, I would definitely focus on drawing one character color first. I can't talk right now. One color first, and then focus on the next color after that one's done. And then probably adding more texture to the animal itself, the parrot, because I just feel like the feathers kind of lacked a little bit, but maybe less is more, and maybe I'm just being a little too critiquing of me. But the rocks and stuff in the background were kind of basic, so I feel like next time I would want to add a more interactive background, like maybe if I do a part 2 to this video or if I do any other drawing OCs, I would want to make the OCs actually interact with the background instead of just kind of like being in the background, if that makes sense. But this is the final product and I'm actually very happy with what it went. And now it's time for us to move on to the bad art. So let's go. Again, this was a very quick process. I just kind of like winged the line art and just kind of drew how I did back then with like not showing the hands and kind of shading with black and then white in there, pillow shading. And this is the final art of it. And it's very different from the real art. So let's just see how they react. Okay, so a little while later, I got this response and they were so nice. And it seems like they actually like this drawing, which is kind of funny, but I think it's really cute. And here is the review. I said thank you so much, but JK, and now I'm going to send them the actual art. And so we're going to just, your OC was so cute. I hope you enjoy. And now we're gonna spoil it and just send it in, and now we are going to wait for her to see if she responds and what she says. Oh, there she goes. Ooh, she seems to like it. That's nice. I'm very happy that she liked it, because I get so nervous whenever I show my art to other people, because I don't know, everyone has their art preferences and I just don't know if like mine was their preference. So I'm very happy that they actually ended up liking it. Now that we are done with theirs, we're going to move on to the other person's reaction with the parrot. So let's go. This one, I was the most nervous on sending them the art because of all the issues I described earlier with what I went through with the drawing. So this one, I was hoping that they would just be so shocked by the difference from the bad one and the good one that they wouldn't actually just look at like how many errors and stuff were in the art. So I'm just gonna write them a letter, sending them the bad art, and we're just going to send that in and just wait for a response. So I'm just gonna say, I hope you like it, and now we are going to wait for a response.
Eventually.
Alright, and we got a response from them, and they seem to like it. And they even said this deserves to be put on a fridge. I don't know, but now it's time to send them the good art, and if they think that deserves to be put on a fridge, I wonder what they're gonna think about this one. So, yeah. Now we wait for them to respond. A little while later, they responded and they seem to really like it, and so I'm happy about that. It always makes me very happy whenever someone generally enjoys my art because it's different from whenever your friends or family says it versus someone who's just a stranger on the internet. But they just had some very, very kind words, and I am very happy about it. And yeah, so I just thanking him for being so nice, and yeah. Alright, and that wraps up the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and comment down below what other videos y'all would like me to do. Make sure to like and subscribe, and if you made it this far, comment down this emoji. Thank you, bye!